What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we talk all things reality TV or whatever. My name is Pharaoh. This is Lily. How you doing?
I'm doing terrible, actually, because and we're definitely gonna dive into it. But this situation that's going on in Big Brother right now, if you don't know, Taylor Hale, the baddest bitch in Big Brother history, I fear, is being treated like dog shit for absolutely no reason at all. But we're gonna get into it, because if you don't know, you're going to know.
We're gonna get into it. So, as you see today, we are going to be discussing the disrespect, the microaggressions, the colorism, the macroaggressions, the mistreatment, the absolute disgustingness that has been thrown upon Miss Taylor Hale. Now, I will say, initially, I was very sad. Today, yesterday, the day before, I was very upset. But now that we're here, I'm actually happy that I can let out my frustrations on these bum ass bitches. Because what's going to happen throughout this podcast is what we will do is we will let you guys know all the tea on what is going on. And then on top of that, we will be dragging down as they deserve.
Yeah.
As they deserve. Like, these bitches got me fucked the fuck. Y'all know how y'all get in a fight and you start laughing? That's how I feel. Like, I literally feel...
honestly, like, I love the fact that no matter what, after this week, if Taylor leaves first, I will continue to hate the rest of this cast, and I can watch them all objectively and just trash them the entire season. Which they will deserve.
Which they will continue to deserve. Whew. Now, what we're going to do, we're just going to go through the line of events. Mind you, this is day 5. So it's not much. Or it shouldn't be much.
It shouldn't. But it's a lot.
First of all, y'all, Taylor Hale is a contestant on Big Brother 24. It is important to know that she is black. And she is the only fully black woman in the house, in the cast. And she's one of 2 fully black people in the cast. There are other black people in the cast who are mixed race, who are not fully black. And that's important to note because there is a difference in upbringing. Other people were not raised by a black
women.
Person, a black woman, a black person, a black anything. They were raised by a different race.
Basically, what we're saying is there's a lot of coonery going on. A lot of tippity tap dancing going on.
So, we start off the season. The house guests enter the house. And honestly, off rip, it seemed like some of the girls in the house, hold the phone. What you will be seeing is the images of the culprits, very much so the mug shots.
Yeah. Put them up.
Put the mug shots up.
Let the girls know.
I don't know why the fuck. Look at these horrible. Okay, we have horrid people on the bottom, minus Taylor, and then we have
Mother. We have Mother at the top,
and where she belongs on top of these bums. Now, listen, y'all. We start off the season, and as you see,
and she looks good too.
She looks good right here.
Oh
Miss Michigan, Miss. Now,
gorgeous.
I want y'all to really pay attention to the names. I have their names and their faces. Look them up on Twitter and drag, on Instagram and drag, on Facebook.
No holds bar. Every last one of them.
I do want to say I don't support dragging their family. Like, you know, you can have a C word cousin, you can have a dumbass brother. Like, maybe you're not dumb.
Yeah.
However, them is proven. We have the proof. Attack. No, I'm playing. Okay, but no, for real. No, but that ass. So we started off the season and Taylor walks in the house, minds her motherfucking business. Now, her minding her business got them pressed. Like, that hurt their feelings.
But we said this preseason. We said Taylor being a bad bitch is her only fault. But she can't help that. She can't help what God gave her. A face card and body. Like, she can't help that. She can't help that she's gorgeous down. But the girls were pressed. Literally, a few hours into first night feeds, we have all 6 of the women basically forming an alliance
around the fact
that they hate Taylor because she's not a girls, and we're girls.
Mind you, bitch. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be calling women bitches.
They're not bitches. We're just using the word. They're not bitches.
Mind you, these women are creating an alliance on the basis of another woman and bringing down another woman. Now, I'm not a woman, so I don't want to speak too much on it, but I am gay. Mm-hmm. And being a gay man means nothing. However, these girls, they trying me. Y'all, they're trying me. I'm trying so hard. Y'all, they're trying me.
And it's very important to note that Paloma was the one leading the charge on that. Paloma is the one who kind of gathered these girls against Nicole and Taylor, but mainly Taylor, because she felt like Taylor was using her seductiveness to try and get the guys on her side. And so the girls alliance was created with Jasmine, Paloma, Alyssa, Amira, Brittany, and Indy. And they're going to manipulate the man, and they're not going to let Taylor get to him first. That was their first duty.
Every woman who has white in them is in this alliance. If you don't have white in you, you weren't in the alliance.
You weren't in the alliance.
So the 6 women who have a white in them were in the alliance, and they agreed upon themselves. And let's be clear, this was a Paloma-induced alliance. Paloma was jealous. She had a diary and said, Paloma I'm jealous.
Very jealous, because let's explain that. Because Taylor was not actually trying to seduce the men. She was literally just being around them and trying to socialize and trying to see how they play the game. Like, but when you are a hating ass person, I clearly things get misconstrued. So that is kind of the start of the Taylor hate. And this was based on, Paloma even says in the dining room, she starts off saying that she's a beauty queen, and there's just this misconception of pageant girls and da-da-da-da. All of this, day one. This is night. This is night one, y'all. Hasn't even been a full 24 hours. This is night one. She's already been excluded for being a pageant
herself, girl? Human, alive.
A pageant girl? If you want to just call her an N-word, just say it. I don't know.
That's the thing.
Is pageant girl the new N-word? Because that's what it's giving.
That's what it's giving, I fear. It's giving, she wanted to say it, but she had to find a better term. So, at this point, the girls randomly don't like Taylor, and they do want her out. However,
and because they're jealous, I just want to say.
Because they're jealous. They're very jealous. They wish they looked like her. They wish they were her. And however, they're not. So, mind you, meanwhile, Taylor, she minds her business. So, at this point, the boys haven't necessarily gotten into the discussion of this. And then, eventually, after multiple sessions of people bashing Taylor, the bashing just goes from just within the girls starts to spread to some of the boys. So now, some of the boys are privy to this bashing of Taylor, and they join in on the bashing. There's events throughout the day where, first of all, already, a few hours in with the girls, they're like, I walked into a room and after her, and she's like, are you following me? Like, what? Why would she ask that? She was like, I dropped my pencil and I picked it up, and when I picked it up, she said, oh, you just dropped your pen. Why is she saying that?
Paloma was like, oh yeah, I was in the shower and then I made a face. And Taylor was like, why would you make that face? Like, oh my God, she asked me a question. I'm going to die. I don't understand. Like, come on now. And then mind you, day 2, biracial girl magic, Jasmine and Amira were having a conversation about how, oh, well, the day before, Taylor was talking to the guys and now she's talking to me more. She must be a rat for the guys. Y'all, it's day 2. So because she decided to talk to people in the house, she's now a rat for the guys who are also bashing her as well.
And I do look, y'all, if the cohesiveness of this video is off, this is gonna be off, babe. Let's get into Amira and Jasmine ass. Because y'all, the word, that word. You girls, you ladies, you wonderful women. I need to take it out of my vocabulary. I do apologize. You're not wonderful women, but you women, you stank ass women, are going to sit there in that house and with the gumption and audacity of your existence, utter your lips to disrespect a Black woman this entire time. And mind you, this is after the cookout did what they did. We had multiple conversations of Amira and Jasmine laughing, disgracing, joking, gagging, making fun of, trashing on, spitting on, stomping on the entire message.
Woman.
A Black woman. And greater than that, the entire message of what it is to be Black. Like, I don't even want to call these people Black because they are not. They don't want to be.
They don't want to be. They literally do not want to be. And it's very clear that I honestly, specifically with Jasmine and Amira, it's very clear that this hate they have for Taylor is kind of like an identity thing. Because both of them were casted because they were mixed with Black. Let's be 100% real. While they're sitting here trying to bash a Black woman and try to push themselves away from the cookout and their Black identity, you were only casted because you're mixed with Black. Because let this be a few years ago, all these bitches would be white and Taylor would be the only Black girl here. So the fact that they're on this show treating this woman like that who has done nothing but be nice to them is very weird. And I think it shows who they are as people. And they need to learn from that. Yeah. And I want to segue into Monty Coon ass. Mr. Afro Latino himself. Because this is the scenario. And this is kind of what really caused the full just downfall. Everyone trashing Taylor. So, Taylor, a Black woman who obviously watched the cookout and wanted to come and, extend that message that they set for us, went up to Monty, who she thought was a sane Black man. She didn't realize she was talking to a coon, y'all. Mm-hmm. Should I say coon on YouTube?
You done said it.
She tells him, well, hey, look, I've heard some of the girls saying they want to go after some of the guys. You should go talk to Paloma to make sure you're good. Monty, because he's been tap dancing for Paloma.
Mind you, I'm tired. Listen, I don't want to bring this too much outside of the situation that's happening. However, Monty has a crush on Paloma. Let's be real. Yes. Monty has a crush on Paloma because Paloma is lighter. Some might say they like exotic women. What they mean is they don't like a Black woman. They don't like a dark-skinned woman. They don't like a brown. They want someone a little lighter.
Yeah.
And so Monty has a crush on Paloma. So the only reason that Monty even reacted in the way that he reacted is because it was specifically about Paloma, this white woman who he likes. And he doesn't give a shit about this Black woman who is trying to be his ally. So this man literally immediately hears what she says and immediately
everything in his head.
Immediately thinks, no way a lighter woman, Paloma, would ever be doing anything against me. It has to be this darker woman, Taylor, this Black woman, because she's perpetuating every Black stereotype that you Black. Like, what?
Like,
this man is insane, y'all.
It literally went 0 to 1,000. So basically,
she said you should talk to Paloma because I'm afraid that they might target the boys. And he went and told Paloma, she said, you're going to nominate me next week and you're going to get me out of the house. She didn't say all of that. She didn't say any of that. This man got the veins in my neck.
And so essentially, as people who know, if you're watching this video, Michael and Terrence were the first two nominees. Michael iconically won veto, and then there had to be a renom. So because this idea of Taylor not being someone that people are getting along with was already in the air, people decided that, well, we're going to make her the main target. I want to specifically dive into Pooch and Turner, rat face looking at.
Perfect. 1 second. I want y'all to understand the extent of what we're talking about. As we are speaking now, there's a live feed update. I'm going to read it to you.
Oh, God, I'm not in the mood.
This is the mood to be in. Please help me. I hope I said it. Pooch just said, this perfect time because we're going to talk about it. Pooch just said to Amira, the reason he chose Brittany for backstage over Taylor is because he knew Taylor have a big reaction to it.
And immediately after Michael won veto, Pooch and Turner come up with the idea that, well, Taylor is an aggressive, scary, gory vindictive, strong player that needs to go. All of these words were said. They said this in front of Monty, who agreed. They said this in front of several people, Joseph, the girls, that this woman was aggressive. And they've all basically started saying this. And they all went to Daniel, who is the weak ass HOH. And they didn't all necessarily tell them the microaggressions, but most of them said they were having an issue with Taylor based on literally lies and bullshit and jealousy. And so weak ass Daniel was like, well, I guess I should put her out because everyone's telling me to. Because, of course, the HOH should do what everyone's wanting them to do. Of course. You know what I mean? That's exactly what the HOH should do. And that is just one example. And we can just hop right back into the coolness because the reason why he feels validated to put up this black woman next to a black man, the only two fully black people in the house, is because the Afro-Latino coon himself, Monty, went up there and said, well, I don't mind you putting her up because at the end of the day, she's setting a bad example for black women. She's a negative stereotype. Daniel's like, well, I thought you guys were going to do a cookout too. No, not with people like that, bringing us down and you know, saying all of these things about a black woman. Mind you,
go, y'all.
Mind you, he don't even want to be a black man.
And speaking on a black woman.
So how that makes sense?
So here go his next sentence, y'all. You as a white 6'3" Caucasian man, you shouldn't have to feel afraid just to nominate a black person against another black person. You should be defended. You know, you should be supported. And I support you and your white Caucasian male self in nominating this black woman for no reason against this black man for no reason. Sir. I want to say a word. I shouldn't say it.
And then we continue to see this bashing from people who should have her back because this is the issue. This is why we wanted more diversity in the first place. Because in history, white house guests tend to stick together more than people of color because there's not enough people of color in the house. Examples like this is why there needs to be more inclusivity and diversity in the house because there is no one in that house that can relate to Taylor. Taylor is a black woman. None of these people in this house were raised by black women except Terrence Coon ass, and he still tap dance with them. So that is an issue. And he's nominated next to her. Think about that. The only person that was raised by a black woman most likely is nominated next to her. So how is she supposed to fit in? And that's what it really makes when people say Big Brother is, what is it, a microcosm? What do they call it? That
Sure.
Of America. It's the truth because what do everyone always say? The black woman is at the bottom of society in America, and look what happens. Even with a cast full of biracials and full of diversity, everyone is just loving it up. Who's at the bottom? Who is the expense? Who has to be at the expense of that? Monty's
a
doing
black
well
woman.
Monty's doing well in the game. Amira and Jasmine have hella allies. Terrence is going to be the GOAT to take to the end, and who is at expense for it? Taylor. Just like in 23, how Tiffany and Hannah were the first two to get out, and somehow Ozzy wasn't the best representation. Why is the black woman never protected? Why is the black woman, no one ever wants to look out for her in these situations? That's the shit that pisses me off. Because you have Monty, you have Jasmine, you have Amira, you have Terrence, people who are black at the end of the day, spitting in this woman's face like that. That is the most disrespectful. And it's the fact that after knowing what happened in 23, you still feel comfortable doing this, that they think that we as America is just going to be okay with this. They're dumb. And I can't wait to drag them when they get out.
Yeah, it's horrible. The fact that they sat there and encouraged it, y'all, it's crazy. Terrence and Monty were literally sitting there having a power.
Calling this woman the B word.
The B word. Calling this woman the B word.
She is perpetuating every negative stereotype about a black woman. These are two. It really just goes to show. It really just goes to show. Like it's sad. It really is sad.
It's really sad. It's really sad because Amira is supposed to be black. Jasmine is supposed to be black. Monty's. These people don't like y'all. Y'all are black. Right after literally Paloma. Y'all, earlier today, here go Paloma. Next week we can definitely get Terrence out. No, I'm gonna tell y'all, before today, yesterday, after she got Taylor on the block, she says Terrence can definitely go next. And yeah, it's two black people back in a row, but I don't see color. She said, we should put somebody up against Terrence. Who should be? Monty? Monty! The man who went to her literally on his knees and eating that pussy. Like, what? This man went out of his way to drag a black woman to Paloma, and Paloma said we should nominate him next to Terrence next week, the two niggers.
Mind you, Amira's hit list is all POC. Indy, Terrence, and who else? Well, Taylor's getting out this week.
Nicole gotta go. Taylor's already out. Pooch is a little too colored because he's Italian. He has to go. And after that, Amira might go. Like, they don't care about y'all. Y'all are going to lose. You're going home.
And I don't care. I do not care. When I tell you, I genuinely hope Monty, Amira, Jasmine, and Terrence all follow her out. The gag is Paloma is pushing for Terrence to go next. And that's the crazy thing. Because, like I said, this is why it really comes down to the expense of Taylor. It's another example. Just like I feel like this is very indicative of Tiffany going home at the 6th after basically getting them there. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that Taylor's going home, and there's a conversation between Jasmine and Monty today, they're like, well, we can't put up Terrence next week. Like, we can't do that to us. We can't do that. And we can't put up 2 black people. Like, we have to stick together when we can. But you can't stick together right now when y'all could have easily got Taylor to not go up. But no, she can't be a part of it. Only the coons. It's the coon out. That's what we decided. Coons only. You have to be your Uncle Tom to get in. It's given that. It's very sad. It's honestly very sad. And like I said, I just can't wait to drag them. Like, I really cannot wait to drag them. I really hope all of their games fail. I hope they come out early. Because that's the thing that really upsets me. Because even now today, Taylor and Monty had a talk literally an hour or so ago where they're explaining the misunderstanding. And then he seems a little bit receptive. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, well, I thought you meant this. And I do apologize. But it's like, it's already too far gone. They've already all participated in this bashing, in this hatred of her that it's too far gone.
Y'all,
ostracization.
They'll be in a room. If Taylor's in the room, they'll all leave and she'll just be sitting there. She'll come in the room, they'll all get up and leave. She'll be sitting outside, they'll all get up and leave. It got to the point where this girl had to literally take deep breaths to even walk in a room with these people for them to ignore her. She's literally sitting there crying because she knows that they're sitting there bashing her all day. These people have called her aggressive for breathing. And she has not done anything. She's being called aggressive. And
literally, another reason why they claim to hate her so much. She opening up more with people, you know. She has been vulnerable with them at table meetings. She has opened up about being an introvert, not being able to be close with people, not being able to really open up. And when she does, she makes these really good connections and crying. They said she was fake crying. They said she was an actress. They said they didn't really believe it. People still didn't care to even try to make an effort with her. And then her still trying to make an effort. You know, she got her clothes out. She has her wardrobe open. She's like, you know, you girls can wear anything, you know, as long as I wear it first. And they're like hyping her up to this fashion show. Like, okay, put your dress on. Put your dresses on. So she does a fashion show, right? The girls, Paloma and Alyssa, them tell her to show herself off. And she's like, well, no, I'm not even trying to do all that. And they're like, no, girl, come on, go do it. So she goes and struts like she mean it, you know, feels the vibe, looks good, looks gorgeous, get the girls mad, as she should. And she makes a comment like, oh, this is my finale dress. That was aggressive. Daniel said that. Wow, that was aggressive. It's aggressive that she put on the dress and walks. I didn't know putting on dresses and walking was aggressive. I didn't know that could be aggressive. That is shocking to me. That's bullying. Putting on a dress and saying, this is my finale dress. Y'all all go to the finale where you get out first or 16th. You go to the finale. Make it make sense. Even if you at home on Skype, you're going to be at the finale.
And I just want to be clear, even if you're at home on Skype, I just want to be clear, it's all these bitches. It's fuck all these bitches.
All of them.
Alyssa, she sat there and she literally sat there with Paloma bashing this girl for days. She sits there idly by. Now the diary room talked to them. We're not going to play. The diary room said, y'all are treating this black woman like trash. Be careful. And they said, oh my God, I just feel like maybe we're doing a little too. You feel like that? Or did the DR tell you?
I honestly think it really is a mistake. So why didn't you say something?
You didn't say shit. So it's fuck Alyssa. Daniel, he's the worst. He's not. That's the sad part. He's not. This man, this weak ass man. Mm-hmm. I just want to set y'all up. The only person willing to work with Daniel, other than Nicole, who's also a weak ass girl, was Taylor. So Daniel only ally optional was Taylor, and he sat there and he nominated this girl because these people came up there and told him literally bullshit, and he immediately believed it because
without
he didn't like her in the
word
first
of her story.
He didn't even ask for nothing. He said, "I don't even want to talk to her. I'm just gonna put her up, and I don't want to tell her a reason either." And you know what? Now she's aggressive, and now I hate her. And you know what? She did say this to me that made me feel like, well, she's just probably gonna explode. I'm scared to put her up. Oh my God, I will be locking my door. Okay, Christmas.
And mind you, they're supposed to have had implicit bias training. I don't understand. Like, shouldn't calling a black woman aggressive been like implicit bias 101? I'm confused.
They're supposed to have implicit bias training. They didn't even have home training. Ooh. They didn't even have being raised training. Who raised them? Oh, wait. Ooh, let me not say it. Not a black woman. Amira, another person raised by a white woman. She literally sits there with Jasmine, not only, like I said, cackling at the fact that they're getting out a black woman and that, oh, I don't even care about the cookout.
Literally joking. Oh my God, am I next? Yeah, you kind of are. People have been saying your name.
Yes, babe. Amira, it's hurtful because Amira knows what's going on. I'm going to get into it. She like literally knows. She like mentioned so many times. Like, ooh, this might not look okay. And ooh, are we sure Terrence is gonna go? And then and and you sat there and you literally encouraged every single conversation. There were times where Paloma, the catalyst of this all, was like, maybe we doing a bit much. And Amira was like,
Amira
there was times Michael's Amira and Jasmine enticing this, like, but we're not.
That's what I'm saying. They do. Amira, I feel like the thing is, like, Paloma, she bops around so much that the consistency wasn't there. Indy and Brittany never cared too much. Alyssa is quiet most of the time. Amira and Jasmine are the main ones who really kept this up. And then when the whole Monty situation, he joined in on it. It really comes and stems from a lot of Monty, Jasmine, and Amira. Paloma is the catalyst, but them was the ones who were pushing it.
Paloma supposed to be a POC.
And they're the ones giving the people validation to feel okay with it. Because the conversations are coming up. Alyssa and them are mentioning, and Michael and these people are mentioning, well, it looks kind of bad that two black people are on the block. Like, well, no, it's not really that. You know, at least it's not, they'll know it's not about race, and it doesn't have to be like that. And it's like, well, now they feel validated kicking this woman out and treating her this way. It's like, this is the literal problem, and this is why casting needs to really, really diversify themselves. Producing the casting team, all of it needs to be diversified. Because if someone was black, they would have known that this woman would not have made it in this house. This is a bunch of white people. This is basically a bunch of white people. You cannot tell me otherwise. And this is why this is happening. I just don't understand it.
I don't get it. The casting is terrible, and that's the thing. I was trying to be cute. I was trying to be uta. We knew the casting was terrible when we saw Let's Be Real, and now that we just got more information, now that we really know, because I wasn't sure. I didn't know what Amira was mixed with. I didn't know what Jasmine, if Jasmine was Wicks. I didn't even know what Nicole. We didn't know what these people are. They got in the house. We found out they were all basically half black, half white, and Monty was Afro Latino allegedly. And that's what we found out. And it's like, now that we know that basically all these people were raised by non-black women, it's like, how the fuck was Taylor supposed to relate to these people? What the fuck is this casting? What did y'all do? Nothing. This is trash. And this is my thing. I don't appreciate the lack of effort that they did with getting the black people. They saw that Jasmine doesn't even have dark skin. They got the lightest woman they could find. Was like, oh, she has kinky hair, and was like, ooh, that's good. Because now we can satisfy the white people, because Amira was raised by the white woman and she's white, and Jasmine's white, and Monty, his type is literally, he explained that his type. They asked him what their types are. You knew Monty like fucking Latina women. You asked people what their types are. You knew nobody in this house would care about Taylor. Y'all play. There was a scene where Michael, he's talking to Amira. Michael's like, I mean, can we just confirm like what's going on with Taylor? Because I don't want it to seem like it's getting out of hand. Like, are we sure this is what happened? Amira's like, well, I mean, who cares? It's too late. Girl, what's wrong with you? Turner had a whole scene where Turner was in the kitchen. What's the story, Lee? Shit.
So Turner's in the kitchen, right? He ate something and he left a bowl in the sink. When he left it there for a few minutes, he came back and he was like, and she made a comment about to wash the bowl, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm always on my bullshit. And she says back, yeah, you always on your bullshit. And I guess he took that aggressively, as he said, but that she made it awkward and that she's just this weirdo person. That was his last interaction with her. Yeah, he's still been trashing her. These people are literally insane.
Nicole was supposed to be her friend. Nicole didn't give a shit. As soon as she heard one inkling about it, it turned into, there was a scene. Nicole, Terrence, a black man, Nicole, a person of color, and Taylor were outside and they were talking about laundry. Taylor said, they were like, oh, should we move these people's laundry? And Taylor was like, oh no, I think they'll come and get it. She walks inside. That attitude, that aggressive, dark-skinned attitude that she has, like, we can't deal. That's exactly why she has to go home. That's such an aggressive act. For her to say that they'll come see their clothes, how are they going to see? They're blind. They're not going to see their clothes. Like, Nicole, what?
Like,
here goes Terrence. Oh, that's exactly what we were saying. That's why she perpetuates every single... What's wrong with these people, y'all?
So
Where did y'all
find
these people? Where did y'all find these fucking people? Mind you, I applied. So they could have got a non-C word. They're not trying. It's not like these were the only people who applied. I know.
It's like,
what's going on? What were you doing in the casting room? Is it that because the cookout just did what they did, y'all felt like y'all needed to make sure that it didn't happen this time? Y'all wanted to make sure you got people who maybe were attracted to a Paloma type.
Because at this
people
point,
who maybe were not in the roots. Jasmine's like, I grew up on a farm with my white mama and da, 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 da. Like, what did y'all want? Like, is that what y'all were looking for? Because that's what it's giving.
It's sad. It's really sad. It's like the identity crisis is happening in this house. Like it's really sad. Like,
Jasmine does not want to be black. Jasmine does not want to be black, and Amir does not want to be black, and Monty is afraid to be black. When you ask Monty what his race is, he says Afro-Latino and puts a freaking accent on it. So you are black. You are Afro-American. You are African American.
You are Negro.
You are Negro American. Sir, you are black. You're black.
I don't know.
Monty,
I don't
look
know.
at me. You're black. I fear.
You're black.
You are black. I saw your mom. I get it. I get it. She's Afro-Latina. You're black.
Like,
you're black.
Like,
you're
I don't understand.
If a police officer saw you, you'd be dead. Shagon. What the fuck? So when Taylor leaves and Paloma says Monty's getting a little aggressive, he has to go. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I won't care.
When she says Terrence is a little aggressive, he has to go. I don't want to hear it. When she says
Paloma already plotting on his downfall.
When she says, she literally said Monty needs to be the Monty, the person who's in my main alliance, the main alliance that I prioritize. I would rather he be a second nominee than any other non-black man.
Mind you, the lie that Taylor apparently said was that Paloma was coming after Monty.
These white people don't get a pass, y'all. We just talking about the black people because that's just
yeah. We're really more pissed at them. But the white people are all evil people too as well. But
but that's expected.
All get dragged accordingly. Yeah. I honestly expect. Honestly, that's the truth. That honestly is the truth. If anyone who was supposed to have her back in this house, it should have been Amira, Jasmine, Monty, and Terrence, and they didn't. And
they spat in her face and they stomped on her food, and that's fucking weird and stupid, and they're weird, ugly, and stupid, and all of them literally deserve to lose. They deserve to lose. They deserve to go home.
They're going to. That's the gag. They're going to.
Period. And that's the thing. Honestly, the main people who have no one has been kind to Taylor. No one has treated Taylor with the respect that she deserves. No one has treated Taylor like a decent human being. However, the people who have treated her the worst are her black brothers. Ooh, they're not her brothers and sisters. They're not her black nothing. These people who are darker skinned, who are darker skinned. If anyone has given her any grace, it was a Michael. It was literally a Paloma in one conversation. It was Alyssa in one conversation. It was a Brittany in a conversation. It was a Joseph in a conversation. The black people in the house have never even. There's literally a point after Taylor gets nominated. Taylor's sitting on the bed. Taylor's sitting over there, and Jasmine over here has her back turned to her. She's making faces every time Taylor talks. I
was gonna say something. Because it's just pure jealousy. It's pure jealousy.
Her pageant, like Jasmine's like, oh yeah, I'm a mind you, Jasmine's a fucking liar. Shut your lying ass up. Jasmine don't do shit but lie.
I was a pageant girl. Walk around lying to myself. She called her fat. No one knows that conversation.
It didn't exist. It doesn't. It didn't exist. It didn't happen. Ugh, she's so annoying. Anyways, y'all, they sat there bullying this girl. They're fucking crazy. Honestly, all of them need to fucking lose. I don't want them to cancel the season because I want to sit here and drag them all season and see all the dumb bullshit that happens. Because honestly,
let them expose themselves. I hope America gets Google jobs snatched. I don't care. I like when people jobs get snatched. I really do. All opportunities need to get lost. I hope Monty get no clients to his little fitness trainer activity. Joseph's gonna be his only client after the show. I really hope so. I wish the worst for them all. Because if you can sit up there and hate yourself so much, just imagine what you can do to other people. Well, look what they're doing.
Look what they're doing. Unprovoked. You wanted to provoke me? I'm provoked. Unprovoked. Taylor has done nothing, y'all. I can't even give you an example of something that Taylor.
And that's the thing. It's like, and then people. It's so crazy. And this is the thing. This is another thing that really pisses me off about palm colored people in general, is that anytime Black people, we want to rally behind someone because they may have, or they're being mistreated, or they may be down, and they need some type of support. Taylor has zero support in that house. She has a following of other Black people who are relating and feeling for her, and you have white people who are trying to now say, she's not good at the game. Well, she should apologize. Well, she has a cold this, and she's like this. It's like, why do y'all always do that? Y'all never care until we care. Like, why all of a sudden now she's this terrible player? How can she even be a player when we just mentioned she was iced out night one?
These bitches on Twitter talking about some, y'all try to, Taylor's not going home because she's Black. Taylor's going home because you're dumb.
You're dumb.
You're dumb.
I don't care. First of all, if you're not Black, your opinion automatically doesn't mean shit.
Period.
On this situation. I appreciate the ones who support, but that's just the gag. If you're not Black,
your opinions don't mean shit either. You can support and your opinion don't mean shit. You can deny your opinion don't mean shit. If you're a coon, your opinion don't mean shit. Unless you're Black and you're raised. Let me not say that, because some Black people were.
Yeah, no. That's something. That's still some coons in the factory. That's why we got people in the house. Terrence is an example. You know what I mean? But just in general, we don't care. We really just don't care. Y'all are mad.
And stay mad. Anyways, Taylor did literally nothing. And these bitches were all fucking mad and jealous. And I don't know why they're so insecure. Maybe they need to have some type of, therapy session. I think they might need to see counselors. I don't know if they need to make a GoFundMe so that they can get a literal psychologist on hand in the house. I know they have an in-house.
I know Amira, Jasmine, and Monty definitely need psychological training, because to help you to hurt, like, to hate a part of yourself that much really needs to be looked into. Like, something happened in their childhood. They must have, like, I'm convinced Amira, Jasmine definitely got their man stolen from a Black woman one time or something, and they're just pressed about that for the rest of their life. And Monty mentioned that he has an ex that looked like Taylor that he didn't like. So maybe it has something to do with it.
That makes sense.
Probably.
And that's the thing. A lot of this is colorism. We really need to get into it, because the girls, like, had Taylor been a lighter skinned woman, she probably could have fit right in with Jasmine and Amira.
100%.
And Taylor's not even dark skinned, which is weird. It's just Jasmine is literally white and Amira is a shade of from white. She's the same shade as
brown paper bag. The brown paper bag test is passed.
And it's like it really is bad for Black women, darker skinned women. Darker skinned women. She's not even dark skinned, which is crazy. But women of color, Black women who are not light skinned, get called ugly for no reason. They don't win pageants for being Black. They get called aggressive. People are scared of them. People are surprised. Taylor and Daniel were talking after Taylor was nominated, and she was upset, and she was like, "Oh, I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings." He was like, "You're handling this so well. I thought you would literally shoot me and bring a gun." He didn't say this, but no, he literally acted like she was really finna punch him.
Because that's the guy. Every single time it happened with Bailey, it happened with Kimmy, it happened with Dave. It happens every single time. Oh, they're just gonna blow up.
We have to backdoor them because if we don't backdoor them, they're gonna kill us. Oh my god. Why? When it's a black woman, she's gonna fucking kill you if she gets nominated. Taylor literally is the most monotone. They literally spent an entire day saying she doesn't even talk, and then they went and said she's going to yell and blow up. How, Sway? How's she gonna yell? She don't talk.
I knew from the Daniel saying, I knew from the beginning when I saw her, I just knew she was gonna be trouble. What you saw? That black skin? That black skin?
That's all he saw! That's all he saw is the brown, the black, and he said that she was gonna be trouble. She was gonna be trouble. Pooch, this man Pooch walks around all day talking about this black woman. Pooch, stay in an Italian man business. You men, stay in men's business.
He needs to fix that underbite and stop worrying about Taylor.
He needs to fix a lot. He needs to fix a lot. He needs to fix a lot. These bitches, all these bitches sat there worried about Taylor. They need to be worried about the game. Worry about
where they're gonna work
put
after
on
the
some
show.
makeup. Worry about where you're gonna get a job from. Like, y'all are just mad haters. It's fucking weird. They're just so disgusting. They're all so disgusting, ugly, sloppy body ass bitches. All you bitches ain't gonna have a job after the show. All you bitches gonna be crying and getting dragged on Twitter. Y'all are gonna be getting sent death threats. But I mean, y'all just walked around saying Taylor was gonna kill y'all, so I guess y'all need a threat. Y'all feel threatened, so get threatened. Like, y'all bitches is crazy. No, literally, they are so fucking crazy. Y'all are insane. For y'all to sit in this motherfucking house knowing you're recorded 24/7 to be sitting here treating this woman like this for no fucking reason and not think anything of it. You guys are insane. Y'all are crazy. I don't know what the fuck they put in the Big Brother water, but you Big Brother bitches are insane. And fuck you, Big Brother 21 bitches, and you Big Brother 15 bitches trying to say shit. Don't say shit. First off, you white, shut the fuck up. Second of all, if you were on BB21 and you were on BB15, you're right here with them. We just didn't have the social media like we do now. We would have been dragging your ass. You bitches, you Aaron, Gina Marie, you Nick, bitches, shut the fuck up and get off Twitter. What the fuck is wrong with you bitches? Shut the hell up if you're not black. Shut up. I swear to God. Y'all better shut up.
Get them. Shit.
Oh, God. Anyways, y'all. Excuse me. Sorry for that. Yeah, Taylor didn't really do much. I feel like the people in the house are insane. And that's unfortunate. So, shit.
Really just put a bad taste in them out. It's right at the beginning of the season. It's like, and it's sad.
It's horrible.
It's sad. Look, it almost brought me to tears, y'all. No shade. Because, it's like, look how far we regressed that quick. Like, it's like, wow. Like, we just came from such a great moment, a great statement, and then look at this. And me and Sarah, we've talked about this. It's sad. It's really sad. Because I really want, like I said, I would love if Monty, Terrence, Jasmine, Amira is all pre-jury and Taylor go home. I would love it. But I honestly feel like they probably will make it pretty far because they have good social games. And it really sucks because it just goes to show it really just at the expense of Taylor. Like, that's what sucks because now in this new diversity casting, it's like we're still seeing a lot of problems just wrong with America in general. You know what I mean? It's like, because look at, like, everyone is benefiting but the black woman in this situation. Like, and that is just, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. It's like, and also too, Daniel's walking around here crying and throwing up for having to nominate 2 black people. Nigga, it's 15 people in the cast. How did you just so happen to get the 2 black people? Come on now. That's not no motherfucking coinky dink. You niggas can kiss my ass.
Mind you, they're ugly. Daniel is ugly. Amira, Jasmine, and Paloma are ugly. No, they are. It's so horrible. Like, on top of being bad people.
On the inside, at least. It's just,
and on the outside, too. I don't know why be nice. They just called this black woman all kinds of names. They've been bullying this woman since she got in the house. I don't give a fuck about these ugly ass bitches. Turner looks like he came out of the motherfucking sewer. Daniel does too. These bitches are ugly and horrible. I can't believe they sat there talking about this beautiful black young woman like this all fucking season. Now, I'm gonna give a pass to some of the girls. I'm not dragging some of the girls. Y'all ain't heard Brittany's name once. gonna keep it cute for now. But she been saying some shit. Michael been saying, "What's up? Get her ass.
At the end of the day, if you're gonna sit and be complacent, you're just as guilty. Because Michael earlier talking about I call her miscongeniality. I didn't really mean it. I just said it in the moment. Fuck you, bitch. I don't care. Because that's some shit Andy did in BB15. Oh well, I'm not racist, but I did sit in rooms and talk about Candace. That's some weak ass shit. You don't have to sit in a room and talk about someone just to fit in. That's weak. I don't care if you're at the bottom of the house.
Mind you, he has the veto, so he can't go home. So I don't know what the fuck you're trying to be cute about. That's why you and Brittany finna be on the block next week since I want to be complacent and cute and let this black woman go home. Y'all are stupid. Terrence, your ass is out. I'm gonna say something mean. Monty, your ass is out. Paloma, your ugly ass finna be out. Kyle, your white ass finna be out. Pooch, out. Amira, no one's winning. Because the winner, you know what the winner's gonna get? That Jackson treatment. Right on that ass spot, right? Julie gonna be like, I have some quotes of what you said. Julie loved it in her book. So, you said, I'm afraid that Taylor is going to attack me and be very aggressive. Julie will read you the motherfucking receipts. So be ready to be read. We will. And if she won't, we will.
Because we got all them acts, babe. As soon as you get that phone. As soon as you get that phone.
The acts and we have
that's the gag. And that's the gag. It's crazy because it sucks that it's happening so early. This is week 1. So we now have to wait 12 weeks to get into some of these people's ass. That what really sucks. But I'm
the bitches will get pre-jury. Taylor can't get all them places, bitches. All you 4 bitches. Watch out.
Literally. I probably not gonna get in Brittany and Michael ass or Indy. Anybody else who get out, I got something to say.
It's gonna be bad for y'all. It's really gonna be unfortunate if it really hurts them to their heart.
Care.
I mean, y'all, do I care? I know.
They had this woman breaking down in tears. I don't care.
No reason. For no reason. It had nothing to do with game. This was not game information. This was not personal game information. This was jealousy because you bitches are ugly. This was weird because you bitches are racist. You bitches are hella dirty and nasty. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
Mm-hmm. And all that tap dance is not going to get you nowhere.
Mind you, no shade, but all shade. What was y'all doing at casting? What was y'all doing behind the scenes?
Yeah,
Y'all let this cast be like this? Jesse, you did this? I don't know if it's you. I don't know. Cast me next season when you want to do better. But I don't know if it's you or if it was that Grodner girl. Whoever the fuck. Somebody need an ass whooping. What the fuck is this? This is worse than 21.
Overall, it's just been a really, mainly for me, disappointing week because I genuinely was invested in the idea that it would be better, but it just sucks.
Right after the cookout, right after the bi-POC rule, and this is the issue. I say it every time we see the cast. There's too many white people. Why is there still 8 white people? Why don't they have any dark skin people?
That's what I'm saying. I don't want anyone to get misconstrued about this. This is an issue with people having an issue with darker skinned Black women. This is not, because that's the thing. I do feel like as a whole, like I said, I think Monty's going to go pretty far. I think a Jasmine Amir can make it pretty far, potentially win. Let's hope not. But, and that's a plus to the diversity initiative, because I guess even with them being coons, they have a brown face. Mm-hmm. But this is affecting a Black woman.
Mm-hmm. A fully black, dark-skinned
woman. And casting has always been set up against them. The closest we got to a win, Daya Reyes and Oz. Look at the time difference in that. And now look at Taylor. Out.
Like, and none of them won. Freaking Dominique got said that she was aggressive. She was going to blow up. She's such a threat.
She's so literally a pastor.
We have to wear blackface to the meeting for her to go home. Davon, she's so aggressive. She's going to blow up. We can't put her up. Bailey, she's aggressive. She's going to blow up. Like, aggressive going to blow up? Or is she Black? It's weird. You're racist, huh? A little bit, right? Yeah, definitely.
And then, too, that's another thing, too. You know what people that they're trying to do, too? That's saying, don't even, stop taking that compliment from white people talking about some, you're such a strong woman. You're such a strong woman.
Bitch, I ain't strong. You're weak.
I don't
That's
like
what
that.
the fuck it is.
I don't like
You're
that.
a weak ass woman.
Because that's how it starts.
Man, whatever.
That's how it starts. Poochie them, she's a strong competitor. She's going to get
How
loud.
is she a strong competitor? Because she's black?
She's playing in one competition. Pull up the BB Wikipedia page. She's playing in one competition because she literally got backdoored this week. How in the hell is she some strong
Devon couldn't win a comp to save her life, and she was just such a threat. Bailey won one luck HOA. She was such a threat. Dominique didn't win shit. They could, every time a black woman had to go, it was off of the idea that they were a threat, and they had won literally nothing. Threatening because of what? Y'all are fucking weird and racist. We can throw it back all the way to Candace. Candace was voting with them white racist bitches, and then white racist bitches flipped her bed when literally a bunch of white people didn't vote with them. The main bitches who didn't vote with them were literally Amanda, Alyssa, woo, and they're mad at Candace for voting with them. They're weird. It had nothing to do with game. They just didn't like a black woman, and no one does. Y'all are always jealous of black women, especially the ones who are prettier, y'all, which is all of them. Y'all hate every black woman. It's fucking weird. And I hate that it's literally other black women in there tearing them down. That's disgusting. Right after what the cookout did, are y'all stupid or dumb or ugly? Which is it? Or all three? Damn. That shit really pisses me the fuck off. Y'all are the scum of the fucking earth. Y'all are at the bottom of the fucking earth. Y'all are scum. Dirt. Like shit, people need to step on y'all. Like y'all deserve to be stepped on. I can't believe y'all sitting in this fucking house acting stupid after not only did the BIPOC rule go into effect, not only did the cookout did what they did, this was after a whole Black Lives Matter movement because they were killing our fucking people, and you bitches came in this game acting fucking crazy on TV. We're on TV being broadcasted, and you treat this fucking black woman like she's a fucking aggressive person, and she's not.
Like, it's the fact that Monty and Terrence were using those literally verbiage, calling this woman aggressive. What is wrong with them? That's insane.
God help them. God bless them. I think they insane.
I'm just happy.
I can't believe they exist. How do these people exist? How are these real people? These have to be fucking robots. No way y'all are real
I've
people.
been saying this since this cat been in the house. It still don't feel like this is a real season. It really don't. It really don't. Let's hope that a BB Can 8 happened and we just cut it short. I don't know.
Cut it short, babe. Oops, they all got COVID. I don't know. Oops. Everybody was Taylor. I don't know. I don't know.
That's thing. Oops, she got COVID. Give it a month. Reshuffle the deck. Come back in December. We'll be here for you.
We'll be here for a winter, a fall. Because what the fuck was this? They really missed the whole entire mark. Not one decent person in that house to stand up for her. Not one decent person. There's trickles of conversation. You're not decent enough to stand up for her. You're weird. You're all weird. It's very weird. In the climate that we're in as a society, America is already trashed. I don't think they know this, but literally women didn't even have freaking rights to their own bodies for a whole entire segment, which they don't know. But the fact that we literally went through so many things involving this country when it comes to race, gender, equality, sex, all of this shit, and y'all still coming in this season acting crazy. Daniel, a white man, just nominated a black man, a gay man, and a black woman week 1, and he don't even think that there's any implicit bias in this. He went in this house saying that he wouldn't. The same shit Frenchie did. He went in his fucking house. White men are fucking trash and stupid and ugly. Fuck you, Frenchie, and fuck you, Daniel, you stupid fat bitches. Because all you bitches did was come in this house and y'all sat there and y'all said y'all wouldn't nom nobody give color. Daniel didn't say that, but Daniel said, I'm going to nom all the white men because they're all alphas and I'm going to get the alphas out. And so did Frenchie, and both of them bitches nominated a fucking person of color woman and a person of color man and an LGBT person. They both did all 3 of those things. You fucking weak bitches. White men suck. Black men, not black men. I'm sorry. But the coons suck. Y'all bitches are horrible and y'all are trash. Coonte and Coon Terrence are fucking out of here. Coonsman and Coonmira gotta fucking go. They're fucking horrible. I hate all these bitches. And fuck you, Turner. Fuck you, Nicole. Paloma. Fuck you, Kyle. Fuck you, Indy. Fuck you, Joseph. Yo, complacent ass. Fuck you, Brittany. You sat there, Kiki Kim. Fuck you, Alyssa. Fuck you. They already said fuck you, Pooch. Fuck you, and Michael. Fuck you. All you stupid bitches gotta go. I hate these bitches. I can't wait to sit here all season and drag. Stay with us. We will drag all season. I don't give a shit. We're documenting this shit. Every nasty thing y'all say, I will read verbatim on this fucking. I swear to God.
Period. No, and honestly, Period. They gon'
and there's no coming
they
back.
gonna get
You
it.
bitches can all tomorrow y'all can wake up and y'all can say, what the fuck were we doing? We got they could say that they got abducted by aliens and that something was going on in their mind and none of this is them and they're the exact opposite, and for the rest of the season they can act the opposite and I was still getting that ass every fucking day. I swear to Bob, you stupid bitches. I'm
Oh my
done.
God. Ooh, mic drop. Period. Yeah, but overall, we're just really disappointed. Really disappointed. And I guess we can touch upon this. We're gonna touch upon it again because we've seen a lot of the girls coming out saying that you know they're not really interested in covering this either. And trust me, y'all, we're not either. But I do feel like in this situation, it is important to really just use your voice and use your platform to really just speak and say. And I love that everyone is doing it and speak and say that this is not right. This is not right, and this is a problem. And then we plan on continuing to do so.
Y'all gonna see this bullshit. Y'all gonna see this shit. Y'all are gonna see this shit. It would be a grace to them to not allow their shit to be broadcasted straight up in their face. Us making this video, this shit is gonna be on here forever. I ain't never taking this shit down. All season, every bad thing you say, I will put and broadcast on this fucking shit, and I will send it to Google. Amira.
Yep. This week? Amira did say this while being HOH every single week. Yep.
Good Lord. Why? Paloma, you crazy. Paloma is so crazy. I can't believe this bitch said we're gonna nominate Terrence and Monty. I'm sorry for calling her to be weird. But hey, I can't believe she said we're gonna nominate Terrence and Monty next week.
What did she was like? Oh, I can't do that.
And that she doesn't see. And that I doesn't see. She don't see color.
Paloma said.
Hold on. I don't see color is a microaggression. Some of y'all don't know that. Some of you white people don't know that. Stop saying that shit. If you're white and you're listening to this,
stupid.
If you're white and you're listening to this, I'm sorry, babe. Some of y'all think that this is okay. That's not okay. To say you don't see color means that you don't see any of the racial biases. You don't see any of the racial implications. You don't see any of the racism in this world. If you say you don't see color, that means you ignore racism in my eyes. No, that's what it means.
Point blank.
If you don't see color, that means you don't see the fact that putting up Taylor and Terrence is problematic, and it is. You don't think that it is associated with a bias, which we all have. All humans have bias, including me, the person talking. So since we all have biases, all of these biases are associated with our identities. If we ignore our identities, then we will not recognize our biases. You cannot not see color and be a good human, a good, decent human being, because you will not understand racial implications, racial biases. You will not understand discrepancies in society. You will not understand wrongdoing in society if you don't see color. If you didn't see color, how the fuck were you BLM? You weren't. And if you weren't BLM, you're racist. Period.
Right.
The fuck? You see color.
That's why the thing is, if you didn't see it, you wouldn't be bringing it up. Like that's the guy, they're bringing it up more than anybody else. Well, I don't want to come off as racist. I mean, you do see color. You see what you're doing. And you see it's a problem, but y'all want to just accept it. I don't know why I think we're going to accept it, because we're not.
We're not accepting it. If you're sitting here and you're saying that Taylor is not nominated because of race, you're racist.
You're racist.
I just want you to sit in that. Sit in the fact that you're racist.
Yeah.
And don't sit here and be like, I'm not racist. I'm not. No, you're racist.
No. I really want to say this. I really want to say this. I don't know where this video is going to go. I don't know who this video is going to reach. I don't know if you're going to even get this far in the video. I don't care. But I just want anyone to know. I don't care if you're white and you feel a certain way about this. I don't care. I don't care if you think we're being racist. We are. If you think that, we are. We are. I don't care if you think I don't like white people. I don't. Guess what you think? I don't. I don't care. I don't care about any non-black person's opinion on this. And if you're a coon, fuck you and your opinion.
Period. I mean, it's just that simple. So yeah, you white people, if you don't think this is racist, then you're racist. If you don't think it was racially involved, you're racist.
Then you're racist.
If you don't see color, you're racist.
And we're not explaining further.
Yeah, that's it. If you don't see color, you're racist. What else are you? You're just racist in general. If you don't understand, if you don't agree, you're racist. Do your research. These hoes be doing research. Do your research. Look it up.
Google is free. Google is very free.
And Google has multiple definitions of racism that can literally help you understand. You can type in racial bias. You can type in racial prejudice. You can type in microaggression. It will explain to you. So go do that. Do your homework, babe. And bitch, I'm done. I'm done getting into these hoes for now.
Put a pin.
Pop a pin in that hole. And we'll unpick it tomorrow night. We get in that ass again.
Yeah, we're really gonna deep dive into it when we talk about this because the whole week as a whole has just been a mess. But whew.
Period. You got anything else you want to say other than it's Queen Taylor all the way?
It's Queen Taylor all the way. What do you say? He can tell I ain't missing no meal. Come through.
Hey.
Anyways, I can't wait to shower Taylor with love when she gets out of the house and just to show that she is just a beautiful black queen. The gal gets she fighting to stay, and we don't know what's going to happen on Thursday. It can be some type of twist. Apparently, there's a video ceremony today, obviously, because Taylor got renominated, and there was something mentioned in that ceremony, something about the backstage passers, Brittany, Alyssa, and Paloma. One of them will definitely be invited to go home with the eviction, which made paranoid. But it got people thinking maybe that all 5 of them would have to compete in the competition. Well, we know one of them will be saved by America. They don't know yet. So maybe all 4 of them will have to compete in the competition. Maybe one of them will be not. We have no idea. There's a possibility that Taylor could be saved. Because I think if she has to go in the competition against Alyssa, Paloma, Terrence, and Brittany, and my sister got it. So she may not even go home this week. I hope she does because she does not be in that house any longer. Please get my sister some peace. But the timeline where she stays in one HOH would really just get my pussy throbbing. So, but you know, I honestly, I could live without that.
And maybe Ugly Paloma will go home. Maybe Ugly Paloma, the Grinch Paloma, will go home. Maybe Alyssa Ugly Ass will go home.
Yeah,
maybe
if Taylor doesn't go, it's a good. That's the thing. If Taylor doesn't go, someone
anybody can go
regardless.
Anybody can go because Brittany go, and that's the thing. I don't like that Brittany girl either because she was being shady.
But she can go.
She can go, but she might be safe. And if she's safe and Taylor's safe, then that means
Alyssa Paloma or the
Alyssa out, Paloma out, or cool with sugar. Honestly, anybody can go. If it's not Taylor, I'll be cool. And even if it's Taylor, I'm cool. No matter who goes, I'm good.
I'm fine. I want her to leave.
All right, I'm done.
I never felt this way.
Oh, okay. I know, right? I'm done. Bad guilty out.
Bad guilty out.